From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
We go tonight. 120. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Now Goff on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Gurley again here on first down. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
We go. 180. 54 Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
On first down, it's Gurley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And
you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now Henderson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
At the 49ers 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
So we got man. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Second down, it's Henderson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
On second down now, it's Henderson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Hey,
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
let's get there.
Gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go, fellas.
Now it's first and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
I'm going from back.
Now Goff. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nick Bosa able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, box drop.
Garoppolo looks to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Watch the safety creep. 2. Hey, gun. Go get him. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there. Hey, shoot! Go! Hey, watch that. Check, right.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The throw over the middle taken in. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Cut. 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't going nowhere.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 11.
Garoppolo now. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check cross. Check cross. Check cross. Hey, one set. Check.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
On first down, here's Breida. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Hey, watch the slant. 54.
From the 22, Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
13.
On second down, a run with Breida. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Here we go. 180! Let's go, team! Let's go! White! Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Goff. Dancing to his nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
12, fellas, here we go. SOS. Hey, gun. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, wahoo! Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
49er first down.
Right, here we go. 180. Guys, game situation. Let's go. 1, Omaha. Check. I got you.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, gun. 4 down. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. You got block me. 11. You got block me.
And the blitz does come. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
12, fellas, here we go. 58, come on. 58, come on. Watch the screen.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
We got chips over here. Chips over here.
One, Omaha. I got you. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hey, Haywood.
Garoppolo again. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Come to my work. We won't. Hey, alert.
54, right there. 54.
Hey, echo.
Now Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. Third and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Back to throw, Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. To throw is gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
What? 120.
Mike 54. Night, sweetheart.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Check three.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Two. I got one.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's first and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I got you. 11. Hey, team 6.
It's our time. Mike spot 4.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
Mike 58, right there. Exit.
Smooth.
58, Mike.
11.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
Like 20. Mark 54. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From the 31, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Mike, 180.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's second down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here goes tonight. 180.
Watch 54.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Brings up 3rd and 10. Today's final score.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for Los Angeles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll